You know how when you're trying to get moving and life just, yeah, it just, yeah. We'll just leave it at that. Yes, it's just an adventure. So I hope y'all are having just a fantastic Saturday night. And yeah, because why not? It should be a fantastic Saturday night. I hope your full moon went well, and thank you all for everybody who joined last night, catching the show that I did with Sam Michael, and we talked about structure because it's a thing, and so much of what we do every day, um, yeah, we tend to put things on hold that we probably shouldn't put on hold because we're hung up on just the things we're comfortable with, the things we know. And yeah, we do it all the time. All the time. So, yeah, thank you all for joining. Wow. Chat room blowing up. Hi guys. Sorry. It was me being tardy, and I'm just hoping the computer doesn't completely stop on me because, yeah, it's going great. So yes, tonight we are talking about throat chakra. Oh, you know what? I should do the rest of what I do every night, right? That's what I get when I'm out of, running behind and feeling, panicky because, yeah. And of course, I don't have my links. There we go. So, we have broadcast live. Thumbs up if you're on YouTube. Because yes, I love you guys. I just, yeah, everything wanted. It's technically, I don't want to make any changes. Oh no, Elaine, I'm so sorry. Dang and blast. Condolences to Elaine. You're in my heart, babe. Lots of love to you. Lots of love. We'll do that here in a minute. Hey, Portable Tree, you're new. Welcome aboard. Let's see. No matter how you are hearing me, whether it's in TFR or on YouTube or in some other way, shoot me an email at wildpaisley@gmail.com. WILDEPAISLEY. Or drop a line in the chat room. So let's see. I want to make sure I've got everything up and running. Let's see. There we go. Blah. And if you want to support the show, please do so. You can do it by going to etsy.com/shop/Monarch Mountain Studio. That's MTN. Or you can go to patreon.com/the spaces between. Either one would work. And the call line is open tonight. So if you want to share your thoughts or opinions, please give me a call. You can you can dial 213-233-3998. Or if you're across the pond in the UK, you can go dial 44203-393-2871. And, yeah, I know something happened. I don't know why the lights aren't quite working, but I'm still here. Yeah. Here, I'll light a candle. Maybe I won't light a candle. Well, I'll light a candle because why not? We'll see how that, I don't know. It's a little bit of light. In panicky running around trying to get everything going, I forgot to turn on the light, so if once Mr. Don gets here, maybe he can turn the light on. Or if you really want to support me financially, which would be great. Yeah, I'm trying to light a candle because you know what? I apparently am sitting in the dark. Yes, Don's fault it's so dark because he's not here. Goodness. If you want to support me financially, which, hey, I won't say no to that, you can do send to my cash tag, and that is $ the spaces between. Yeah, I'm not ghosting y'all. See, watch, I got now light, but my candle is just not. Do you ever light a candle and it doesn't want to burn? I suppose that's a sign that it's not candle time, right? Wow. Match wants to burn. Isn't that great? Hey, look at there. Yeah, let there be light. So yeah, the spaces between. I was doing the whole .paypal or PayPal.me thing, but I found that PayPal just made me grouchy. So we'll leave it at that. Yes, PayPal made me grouchy. Sometimes their rules and structures do not mold well with life. So, yeah. Which is just the way of it. And just the way of it. So, yeah. Anyways, so the throat chakra is the location of the 5th chakra. And just real quick, y'all, for Halloween, I will be live, of course, because why not? And I will be talking about closing the portals. What do you got to do to close the portal? And yeah, because you know what? Pretty much anybody can open a portal anymore, it seems like. There's people, anybody can get a Ouija board just about and open a portal and oops and everything else. And wow. Yeah. And so, yeah, good times. So I wanted to talk a little bit about closing the portal. It seemed somewhat appropriate for Halloween. I'll also talk a little bit about Day of the Dead and everything. So, Aussie Tiger, I see that you missed the heart chakra. I will put links to everything else to make sure that you can access the other chakra videos as well. So, throat chakra. It's blue. Did you know that? Yep, sure is. Oh, what is this? Do I want this? No, I want... that's what I want. I talk to myself as I'm doing things, and it's really frustrating because I thought I had everything set up, and apparently I didn't. So, sorry about that. And I'm talking to myself as I go through this because, yeah, that happens. So I hope everybody's, like I said, I love my phone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I didn't kill things. Did I kill things? I did not. Good deal. All right. So throat chakra. This is from chakras.info is where I'm getting a lot of this information. Yeah, it seems to be just a really good source of information. Chakra.info. The link will be in the show notes as well. Because, yeah, I do recommend you do your own research as well. So, throat chakra is the 5th chakra, also referred to as the Vishuddha. And it's Vishuddha means pure or purification. And this chakra is related to the element of sound. And through the throat, sound is propagated into the air, and its vibration can be felt not just in our ears, but in our whole body. Anybody who's ever had, singing bowls or tuning forks or anything like that, you can feel the vibrations. And it's just the thing. And so that, yes, that's the throat chakra. It's generally represented with the color blue or turquoise blue. And the auric color is generally a smoky purple or turquoise. So it's definitely in that blue spectrum. Sorry. And the symbol of the throat chakra is generally comprised of a circle with 16 lotus petals. And then there's a crescent with a circle inside of the crescent. And sometimes it is symbolized by a circle containing a downward pointing triangle, which is inscribed inside of another circle. Ooh. So real quick, Lucky will be live Monday night on Truth Frequency Radio. And her guest will be Chris Geo. And they're talking about pain management laws and issues that need referendum. As someone who deals with pain, yeah, I gotta tell you, it's frustrating finding pain management solutions, because often they are frustrating. And if you go to like the emergency room because you're in severe or significant pain, you're almost demonized or ostracized because people assume that you're medication seeking or drug seeking. And often, like for me personally, I just don't want to hurt for a little bit. That's all. And unfortunately, that problem is something that we all have to deal with. And yes, Balmer, I will do some extra bowl time tonight for Elaine. Yes. The throat chakra, back to that. The color of the petals is generally depicted as smoky purple or a grayish lavender. And, it is located at the level of the throat. And it's, think of where your thyroid is, or your Adam's apple, in that area. And we need to remember that this chakra is multidimensional, and it's often represented as going out the front of the throat and going in the back at a slight upward angle. So, upward. And we have to, it's multidimensional. It's not just this one flat surface. It's all around. The throat chakra is associated with the pharyngeal and brachial plexi and is connected to the mouth, the jaws, the tongue, the pharynx, and the palate. It's also linked to the shoulders and the neck. So it's all right in here. And so the gland associated with the fifth chakra is the thyroid, which regulates the processes of energy in the body through temperature, growth, and in large parts, metabolism. So for any of you that have known or are dealing with issues relating to your thyroid, either hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, please remember that this one little bitty organ in your body, which is shaped like a butterfly, produces the hormones that are in, or a hormone, that are in every single cell in your body. So if your thyroid is not working correctly, that means you don't have the right amount of thyroid hormone in your system. And that can cause overweight or underweight, hair loss, peeling nails. There's all sorts of things out there. Exhaustion. And if you think you have a thyroid issue, make sure you get it checked, because unregulated thyroid issues can build up to a thyroid storm, which sounds horrible because it is. It'll kill you. So even those little bitty thing, everybody's like, oh, it's just your thyroid. It's okay. No, it's really not. Take care of it. Eat right. And just, yeah. Don't mess it up. Please, guys. The throat chakra. Yeah. Yes. So, be careful what kind of salt you're intaking, because if you don't have enough iodine or too much iodine, it can affect your thyroid levels. Yeah. It's a whole big thing. Ask Carlton. Carlton knows. And yeah, it's a big deal. So, throat chakra. is associated with expression. In particular, your ability to express or to speak your own truth, to speak out. Communication, whether it's verbal, like your voice, or nonverbal, like with your hands, external or internal. So not just the voice you're speaking to others, but the same voice and same words that you're speaking to yourself is all really associated with your throat chakra. Your connection to the etheric realm, that's a cat, the more subtle realms of the spirit and intuitive abilities. Also, your propensity to create, projecting ideas and blueprints into reality. So the actual art of creation or creating things. And realizing your vocation or your purpose. What is your purpose? Is your throat chakra blocked up and you don't really know what you're supposed to do? Oh, the cat's going to burn her tail on the candle. Stop that. Love the kitty. Love the kitty. I love the kitty. She's purring. If your throat chakra is in tune, you'll have a good sense of timing. You'll, unlike a cat. I do smell burnt hair. I love my cat. But yeah, your good sense of timing. It's yeah. Some of us have much better timing than others. Your throat chakra is really about the expression of yourself, your truth, your purpose in life, your creativity. And it has a natural connection with the second chakra, or your sacral chakra, the center of emotions and creativity as well. They're very connected. And the throat chakra's emphasis is on expressing and projecting the creativity into the world according to its perfect form or authenticity. Another function of the throat chakra is to connect you to spirit. And because of its location, it's often seen as the bottleneck of energy or the movement of energy in the body. It sits just before the upper chakras of the head. Opening the throat chakra can help align your vision with reality and release pressure that may affect your heart chakra, which is just below. Yeah, you guys are silly cat sense. Oh, people are laughing about the cat. The throat chakra is associated with the etheric body, which is said to hold the blueprint or the perfect template of other dimensions within the body. So it's an important reference point to align the energy throughout your entire chakra system. So are you feeling a little blocked? Maybe it's time to look at that and figure out what the dealio is, because it is really... it's the blueprint. If your throat chakra is messed up or is not functioning correctly, it's going to cause some misfiring or some misalignment in the rest of your chakras. Very much your chakras are a system that is stronger for the whole. And it's when one is not working right or clogged or up or something, yeah, your energy is going to feel blocked. You're going to feel more depressed. You're going to have a harder time with things in general, harder time accessing your third eye and your intuition, and just being the best you that you can be. So what is it you need to do to get your throat, your chakras in line? Gemini, you're funny, dear. Your throat chakra doesn't necessarily need to be shut down. Maybe quiet sometimes, because we need to remember that we're not just speaking to ourselves, but we're speaking to others. Yeah, so sometimes that inside voice is important. Other times, you just need to get on your soapbox and let it out, and that will clear up your chakra like nobody's business. Okay. So, it's about 3 minutes before the first break, and so Elaine, love, I'm gonna do the bowl for you for just a little bit, and then I'm gonna check the notes here. Chat. Holy cow, you guys are chatting away already. to see if there's anything I missed. Wow, y'all are just no, don't burn your tail. Let's see. Nope. Okay. And yeah, I know my titles are all messed up. I'm sorry. So, oh, Titan asks a question. Wants to know if you can recharge stones with firelight. So I'd be cautious with the firelight. I have fire smoke. I think about it. Sage smoke is very cleansing. So, not all stones survive getting hot. So be careful of the intensity of the fire that you might have. So, as we get ready to go to break, yeah, I'm going to play the bowl. And it depends. What kind of candle are you burning? Or what kind of fire are you burning? Some fire is very, very cleansing. Sometimes you just need the purge of a good fire. Yes, the cat wants to play with my mallet. So, yeah, we're gonna just listen to the bowl for a bit and think happy thoughts for Elaine. But this is a smooth transition from this step to the next. We'll see you guys after the break. Hello, my lovelies. This is Paisley Wild, and we're off adventuring into the spaces between, because we can. So there. Yeah. The call line is open if y'all wanted to call in. That's 213-233-3998. Or if you're across the pond in the UK, it's 44203-393-2871. And I think the lights that everybody's talking about in the chat room is the ones in front of me because I was in darkness. What did we break? Oh, well, it probably needed to. It's tired. So, yeah. Anyways, Portable Trees says, I always thought the throat chakra was blue. It's a misconception. Are there things, critters you can call upon to heal the area? So, Tree, I do generally talk about healing the throat chakra a little bit later in the show as kind of an overview now, and then I move into, blockages and cleansings and such. So I'll get there, I promise. Because, we need to do it. And yes, it is a blue. It's generally considered blue or lavender. Periwinkle, I guess, is halfway between blue and lavender. And then Titan asks another question. Titan asks a question. Do y'all believe the words we speak create betterment to our lives? I think it's more the words we speak are more for internal well-being than our external existence will be better for it. So remember, the words we speak to ourselves are very two-dimensional. There is no emotion to it. Good night, Lucky. Sleep well. And I hope you get lots of rest, and this getting up at 7 a.m. stuff doesn't last forever for you. So yeah, the words we speak are flat, two-dimensional. They have no emotion. So even if you're joking around with yourself and you say something negative, like, oh, I'm so fat, or oh, I'm so stupid, or whatever it is, and you think you're laughing and having a good time about it, yourself, your psyche, or your emotions don't hear the emotion. They just hear you saying, oh, I'm fat, or oh, I'm stupid, or oh, whatever. They're hearing the flat statement, and there's no humor. So basically you're texting yourself without the emojis. So think flip phone texting. And so if you speak positive words to yourself, then you will hear the emotion. You will hear the positive affirmation. Portable Tree, yes, the words are sound, but think of it as a computer voice. Now, Stephen Hawking, highly intelligent man, computerized voice, very flat and two-dimensional, especially when he first started using the technology. And they're sure the words came out, but there's no, you can tell, is it a humor? Is he joking, or is he sarcastic? What's going on? Is he,
if you want to put it, am I live? Do you have my mic on?
Yes, your mic. Sure? Yep.
Because I can't hear me.
Is your mic on?
Yes, my mic's on.
Are you sure?
No. Anyhow, sorry
about that. Oh, hey, Don's in the house.
Hey, if you want to put it in biblical ideas, just as a reference, I had somebody a customer come through the other day, and I heard her say, it scared the HELL out of me. Like, why did you even do that? Here's the thing. God says in the Bible, to think it is to do it. So if you're going to spell whatever it is, it's bad enough that you have to spell it and not say it. You've already said it because you have to think it to spell it, blah, blah, blah. God knows your intentions.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, it doesn't matter if it's actually spoken. It's already known as your intention. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor or thy neighbor's wife or thy neighbor's things. You can say it or you can think it. It doesn't matter. You're still damned. You still have that sin of jealousy, covetousness, and all those things.
Mhm.
So it doesn't matter if you say it, if you think it, it's already a sin.
Yes.
So think of it that way. It doesn't have to be spoke to be manifest. It just has to be thought, and your body manifests it in itself.
Mm-hmm. So,
However, you can't talk yourself into your reality.
yeah, oh yeah, you can. So intent, yes, intent is a big deal. Tree. So whatever the intent is behind the words that you speak, yes, real thing. Um, but it's the words themselves have power. Words have power. So for those of you who are new listeners, my interpretation. So this is my opinion, not backed by any research. It's just my opinion. Is word gives structure to the unknown, the ether, the energy, the whatever. So if and it's regardless of what the word is, it's black and white. There's no color, there's no intention, there's no emotion, there's no nothing. And so whatever words are used are giving form to the world around us. So for instance, the word blue is a new word in our understanding. And I don't mean like, the things you're going to find
Oddly
teenagers
enough,
speaking.
the rods and cones in your eyes can't actually perceive blue. Blue is an agreed upon norm because we can't comprehend it in a different way. Basic people, layman people like us
Yes.
can't conceive of it in different
Yeah.
terms.
Well, the word for blue, cyan, etc., is a new concept to mankind. It's only a couple of centuries old, I think, is what it is, or maybe a millennium, but it's a new thing. So, but because we created a word for the color blue, or it created more understanding of the word blue, or the what that color is determined to be. So once upon a time, the sky was not blue. It just was the sky. So.
Yeah, it was just the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Blue didn't have meaning. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think it's just since in the last 2 millennia maybe that we've actually come up with the word blue to describe something that we never had before. Because technically, the ocean isn't blue, the sky isn't blue. It's a perception.
It's actually the absence of the color blue.
But as I said, the eyes, the rods and the cones in the eyes can't actually perceive blue. It's something that's an agreed upon norm. We call that blue. Ask a colorblind person what they see.
Blueberries. So, fifth chakra imbalance.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Regular Girl says Jesus also said it's more important what comes out of the mouth than what goes in. But he means in through the ears, not in through the mouth, of course, because you can't unspeak words. So, getting back to that, the speaking the words, it doesn't matter. It's the resonance in the body. The mind creates the resonance in the body. The voice creates the resonance in the aether. So, and Titan also said, let me back up here a sec. Because Titan also says there's power of life and death in the tongue. And that is true, but that's only true in the sense of somebody condemning somebody. It's not the thought pattern. Thought patterns condemn yourself. Tongue condemns other people. And it can condemn yourself as well. So, but anyhow, it doesn't matter if you give your thoughts vibration. The body picks the resonance up the resonance of the thought patterns.
Yeah, not complicated at all. So yeah, it's complicated. We'll just leave that as Justin, yes, this is pagan info, yes, but every so often we will refer to something that is very much not pagan, because it is,
Well, I'm putting in an
yeah.
everyday
Well,
concepts.
it's in our society today. Concepts out of the Bible are more familiar to many. So, um, anyways, chakra imbalance, fifth chakra.
Yes, I'm sorry.
it's
It's your
okay.
fault. We're talking about the throat chakra.
Yeah, yeah, we're speaking our truths and we're questioning our truths, and I think sometimes questioning our truth is more important than speaking it. Um, a blocked fifth chakra or throat chakra can contribute to feelings of insecurity, timidity, and introversion. On the other end of the spectrum, an overactive throat chakra may also lead to gossiping, nonstop talking, and being verbally aggressive or mean. Wow, it sounds like every high school girl I've ever encountered. Not, okay, not all of them, but, or toddlers. It can seem as though the filter between the discourse you have in your mind and what comes out of your mouth is not working or missing entirely. Um, so when the throat chakra has an imbalance, it can manifest in lack of control over one's speech, or speaking too much or inappropriately, being unable to listen to others, excessive fear of speaking, small, imperceptible voice, not being able to keep secrets or to keep your word, telling lies. On the opposite side, a closed throat chakra might manifest as excessive secretiveness, or shyness, and a lack of connection with a vocation or purpose in life. So, I can think of a lot of people out there right now that are really lacking a connection with their purpose in life. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of yeah. So, to open the throat chakra, how do you know that it may? So, okay, Aussie. Aussie says, sounds like most of my chakras are inactive. So, not necessarily inactive, maybe not hyperactive. They may be hypoactive, just a low activity, but in line with where you're from. Or not from, but your structure, what works for you. Because remember, not everybody has the same. I'm not.
Yes, Karen's chakra is out of balance.
Man, poor Karen. Don beats up on Karen all the time.
That was Cookie. That's all Cookie.
Oh, Karen chakra. Okay, yes. So, now that I've just totally lost my train of thought because all I can think of is Karen chakra now.
Were you talking about block chakras?
Block
Were you
chakra.
at that part yet?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We'll just if your chakras don't seem to be open, it may be time just to get a whole realignment, Aussie. Do some energy healing. Maybe talk to a Reiki master. Have a therapeutic session. Your holistic or your naturopath, maybe meditation's good, but also acupressure to help those chakras get aligned. Because sometimes, just like when your back is, not working quite right and you need to go get it realigned, sometimes you got to do the same thing with your chakras. So go to someone who knows what they're doing. This is not some place you want to go to the apprentice. You want to go to the master. Because, you don't want your chakras messed up worse. So, when you might need to open your throat chakra or have it checked out, I'm going to throw things at Mr. Don. The throat chakra governs all areas of the mouth, jaw, throat, thyroid, and it's out of balance. You may experience hoarseness in your throat, sore throat, thyroid issues, laryngitis, or neck pain. And emotional signs that your throat chakra may need opening can include depression, inability to express yourself, anxiety, aggression or a lack of self-esteem. So that quiet person in the corner that is at the public meeting,
wallflower.
yeah, the wallflower. Yeah, think of the wallflower. People who just have um, issues with public speaking. So, yeah, I'll see if your back has not been aligned your whole life, you should probably get that checked. Okay. The throat chakra enables you to discover yourself and speak with wisdom and honesty, regardless of the situation or company that you are in. And when the fifth chakra is in need of healing, there are some simple steps that you can do to help strengthen and restore your chakra balance. So yes, the throat chakra very, very blue. You may want to wear more or have more blue in your home or at work. You may want to wear a blue tie or a blue scarf to help with your throat chakra. Yeah, think about it. How many power ties out there are blue?
Ooh. Now all I can think about is politicians.
Yes.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
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 Yeah. But yeah, maybe wear blue shirts or something like, because blue is very calming in general. And it's a very the color of wisdom often and honesty. And so yeah, people who are wearing a blue tie often is trying to convey wisdom and honesty. And so it's the illusion of an open throat chakra. But if you're doing it yourself, it's helping to heal or a blocked fifth chakra. You may wear precious or semi-precious stones as a boost for
I was
healing.
going to say like aquamarine.
Aquamarine, lapis
topaz,
lazuli,
yeah.
blue topaz,
Yep.
sodalite, those blue stones. Meditating on the color blue can also help alleviate throat chakra imbalance. Cleanse with water. So I've on more than one occasion I've talked about cleansing with water. Just making sure you're setting your intention to cleanse with your water, wash your hands, whatever. But you can also just drink more water throughout the day to help cleanse your throat chakra.
Mm-hmm.
And not only does the water keep you hydrated then, but it also, helps, cleanse the area and helps with the energy flow throughout your body to keep it nice and healthy. Eat more fruit. Apples, peaches, lemons, limes, some of those citrusy things. Blueberries. Well, the apples and lime and citrus will help activate and cleanse your throat chakra. At-home aromatherapy can help for cleansing. And just in general help dispel some negativity and help to rebalance your chakras. And you maybe want to use like jasmine, rosemary, sandalwood, calendula, ylang ylang, either something like that, or a combination of those. Talk it out. If you've got an issue and you feels like you're having some throat chakra issues, maybe you have some issues that you want to talk about, and just have a conversation with your friends or family. However, keep in mind that if you're going to lean on your friends and family for that kind of a service, you need to reciprocate and be there for your friends and family. Journal. Learn how to express yourself without censoring or editing things, and just word vomit all out onto a piece of paper and journal it. And be, mindful of the words you're using, so you're not down talking yourself, but express yourself. Self-expression through journaling is really, really good for you. You have something that's keeping you awake at night, journal it. Odds are good you're going to go back to sleep and have no problems. You have something you want to meditate on, journal it, and then maybe read about it later. You have a goal you're trying to achieve, write it down. It's amazing how much of that the act of journaling is really, really good for you. Sing. By golly, Mini-Me does this all the time. Not always in tune with anything other than herself. sing. As your throat chakra is the chakra of self-expression, singing can help dispel blockages, activate and balance the fifth chakra. And if you're shy, humming is okay too. Just you want to get the vocal cords moving with sound. So yeah, sing in the shower. Oddly, it's therapeutic. So, channel your inner Elsa and let things go. When you hold on to things,
That's a good song to sing. She's blue.
yep,
She sings
she's
that
in
song.
the blue.
Let it go.
Yep. Let it go. If you hang on to things that you have no control over, can lead to resentment, guilt, anger, and all of those things contribute to imbalances of your chakras in general. But your throat chakra for real, because you think about it, if you have a coworker that's driving you just bonkers, and you are not in the direct chain of command, because you aren't, and you talk to your boss, and your boss says, "Yeah, I know, but there's really nothing we can do about that person because they're in a different department or different whatever," and but at the same time, like this person just drives you, yeah, you just want to pull out your hair because you're hanging over that resentment and anger about that person. Yeah, it's contributing some blockages to you, and you're not able to really move beyond it. So let it go. It's not within your control or your realm of control. It's just not. There are yoga poses that can help you with.
There are hand signals too.
I am actually really surprised at your restraint here, Mr. Don. Yeah, but yoga for your throat chakra focuses on simple neck movements, such as moving your head from side to side. It can help ease the tension that you might have blocking your throat chakra. And some basic stretches, there's all sorts of stretches you can do to loosen up your neck. And to alleviate physical and emotional signs of throat chakra imbalance, some yoga poses you might be able to do would be like the camel, the plow, the bridge, the fish, or the standing forward bend. So there's a few things. Blue is, yes. Bomber says blue is a great color for the bedroom as it's very relaxing and helps with anxiety and depression. Yes. Blue can be quite soothing. Apparently Titan is being amusing tonight.
He's punching the dolphin. It's Carlton's fault. He's telling Bomber to punch the dolphin.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nope. It's okay. I love our chat room. You guys are just
Portable Tree says, great suggestion, Paisley.
Yeah. Yoga is good for you anyways because it helps that energy flow. But yeah, journaling. I think Regla is probably going to journal. And Chris, you're contributing to the mayhem. I'm just
This is quite a bit more humane though.
yeah. So people.
Excitable, very good word.
Yoga.
Yoga.
Yoga. Do yoga. If you're going to journal about stuff like this, if you want to journal specifically about throat chakra type issues, get a blue notebook. Write with a blue pen.
Ooh.
Real basic stuff. A lot of the things when it comes to fixing our chakras or helping our energy flow or our focus or any of that stuff, honestly, real basically, is the little things. They don't have to be big, grandiose, big ideas. They can be little ones and little subtle things that are not, overwhelming to us, because it's the little nudges that we make or the little steps that we make that are easy to do. But was it Confucius says the every journey starts with a single step, or a journey of 1,000 miles.
Steps. Yeah, 1,000 miles starts with
Yeah.
with the
Yeah, journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Well, don't worry so much about the 1,000 miles. Worry more about the itty bitty step. So yeah, just the baby steps, the little things to help move you to the path that you need to be on, or the enlightenment you're seeking, or whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Um, let's see. Oh, just real quick, I want to remind y'all that I will be on Talking Pagan tomorrow.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Yep, that is tomorrow. I'll be talking about the importance of journaling and a little bit about some of the kids' books I've been writing. So,
Tomorrow's Sunday.
yes.
I don't work tomorrow.
Yes, I know you're not. So, I'd say mow the yard, but hey, it's the wrong time of year. The yard stopped growing like 2 months ago. It's not all bad. So, we're going to break. When we get back, some more singing bowl, and we'll continue on with the throat chakra. See you in a bit.
Lord, within the sun, as we will, so mote it be, the spell forever done.
So, yeah, sorry. YouTube folks, I forgot to hit the button. So now, there we go. Operator error. Sorry, guys. And, yeah, tree, I'm sorry. Portable tree, sometimes our chat room is a little nuts, but that's okay. So, 5 Buddha Singing Bowl. If you have an opportunity to go to somebody local that has a singing bowl class or workshop, yeah, by all means, take advantage of it. Or if you have someone who can do like therapeutic classes of some sort, that's good too. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Very, very good. So more on the throat chakra and the insanity as the chat room brings it up. Because, yeah, y'all are out there sometimes. So when it comes through the throat chakra, there's some things that happen that is generally pretty indicative that you may want to work on it. Like, do you ever feel stifled creatively? Blah. So, are you a writer? Do you have writer's block? Do you craft things and you're feeling kind of a crafting block? Or a drawing block, or things that are getting in your way of creating something. In a way, if you walk into the kitchen, you're like, I'm so hungry, I want to cook, but I'm just surrounded by ingredients and I don't know what to cook. Yeah, same kind of thing. You just got that block. Or maybe you don't feel like you're able to communicate clearly. Maybe you've got a coworker that you've said something to that they just didn't pick up what you were putting down. Or maybe your boss or significant other, partner, your kids. Although, no, depending on the age of the kids, it may be their issue, not yours. But, and do you have hoarseness? Is your throat hoarse? You sore? Throat, laryngitis, something like that? Do you have chronic fatigue? Those are things that are often associated with a throat chakra imbalance. So, if you're emotionally upset, how often do you feel like you just can't speak and you're all choked up? You're not able to get the words out, the emotions out, the expression out. You're being choked up. Maybe that, you're just not able to get that energy out there. Even according to some spiritual and religious traditions, the throat chakra is considered the seat or the home of human emotion. Which I don't know about that, but I know.
I can tell you about throat chakra and emotion. Usually road rage, but whatever. Because that chakra just lights up on me. Oh, thanks for unmuting me. Yeah,
you had a rapper and were noisy. Don was rapping. Dropping the beat.
You were talking about. Yeah. So anyhow. Yeah. Now I've lost my.
Yeah. Yeah. Road rage, eh?
Oh yeah, that's not a blocked chakra, that's for sure.
Yeah, so what if the throat is a really big hub for our emotions? That's part of the reason why you get upset about something. How often do you speak louder, trying to get your message out there, you convey it, you're rawr, or whatever. Or if you're trying to be quiet and kind of sneaky, you whisper. If you don't want the paranormal portal ghost to look at you cross-eyed, you whisper, right?
That guy drives me nuts.
Yeah, we've got a toddler-type mischievous energy at the store.
Oh, it's been decided it's a toddler?
Oh, yes.
Who likes to
mess with things?
Tip things over?
Yep, tip things over, and...
why didn't you just... When you dropped that pyramid the other day, why don't you just blame it on the...
Oh, I did. Because I don't remember touching it. I set it down. Next thing I know, it was on the floor, and it wasn't the first thing. The doors get blocked up, and every so often you can hear a spiritual giggle. It's vexing. So, In the Vishuddha, or known as the Vishuddha in the Hindu tradition, the throat chakra contains thyroid gland, your endocrine system. And so, yeah, it is really important for the regulation and flow of your hormones and function of all matters of your body, but specifically your throat and head, including your trachea, your mouth, your esophagus, your teeth, your nose, your ears, your carotid arteries. So yeah, you choked out. If you're having dreams about your teeth falling out,
Wow.
that's a real thing.
Wow.
You got tracheal issues. Yeah, that's a real thing. So, think about it. What is it that you need to do to help, loosen up that throat chakra? Signs. There's lots of signs. You may experience consistent fatigue, headaches, speech impairments. Did you develop a stutter that you didn't have before? That can happen. You may even end up with tinnitus or an autoimmune dysfunction, or hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, especially if you leave that blockage to go for too long. And other ways that an imbalanced chakra can manifest are things like manipulativeness, lying, arrogance, anxiety and or fear, a diminished self-esteem, or a compulsive or excessive eating. So yeah, if someone has an eating disorder, most Western medicine looks at someone with an eating disorder, they say it's either a problem with the brain or it's a problem with your digestive system. Tinnitus is ringing in the ears. And but what if, the problems with an eating disorder aren't with the brain or the stomach? What if they're in the emotions that are, representative by the throat chakra? And so if that's the case, then suddenly all these people that are being treated for, eating disorders or food disorders of some sort, really, they just need to wear more blue. No. I can't read what your finger is saying sometimes.
Titan says I have traffic Tourette's.
So, funny story. When my son was about 4, my dad had taken him grocery shopping, and it was during the day, and I was at work, and he was going around and doing stuff, and carts everywhere, and apparently middle of the day is when all the stay-at-home moms went grocery shopping, and someone cut my dad off with a little grocery cart, and my son pipes up, "Crazy woman drivers." The funny thing is, it's not something that my dad says. No, it was something that I said. Crazy woman drivers, because they are out there. Yes. And so, yeah. Traffic Tourette's, I understand 100%. I do it. I've seen you do it.
Oh, I just admitted it.
You do it loud. Loud. So.
I have traffic Tourette's when people walk past me too fast. Hey, slow down, Jesus. Stop it.
Yeah, it's just grumpy old man symbol.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, balancing the throat chakra.
The short chakra.
Yeah, sure. Throat chakra. Healing stones, essential oils, food, yoga. Yeah, mentioned that. Meditation, cleansing.
Ice cream? You said food.
If it...
You mean healthy food?
It's sometimes. Is it blue food? I don't know. Eat some blueberries.
Ew.
So, yeah, throat chakra stones, lapis lazuli. Somebody I know at work, she has a lapis lazuli palm stone. It's literally the size of your computer mouse. It's huge, and the energy on it is fantastic. And stones, just like everything around us on the earth, has an energetic vibration, and so certain stones have different energies, and so that energy creates a vibration. So when our chakras become unbalanced, helping them to return to the right vibration is really important. And so chakra healing stones each have their own vibrational frequency, and by placing the throat chakra stone just above or just below the area of imbalance, the stone's vibration will help cleanse the negativity to help restore the balance. So yeah, just therapeutic, relaxing, and yeah, it's you. For some of us, it may be a warmth that you need there, or sometimes it's a cold thing. So maybe put your blue stone in the freezer, or warm it up. I wouldn't necessarily microwave it because you never know what's in the stone center.
I could see so many things.
It could go bad. But you could put it in the oven for a little bit. If you have a toaster oven, put it in the toaster oven for a little bit so it'd be warm up. And so it'd warm it up. You don't want it to be hot and burn you because that's not going to fix the problem.
Oh, it opened my chakra right up.
Yeah, loud noises aren't necessarily the right way to cleanse your chakra.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But, just like the other chakras have their own corresponding color, blue, like as, 100% for the throat. Because blue's calming effect helps restore that balance and eases your physical and mental stresses that are often associated with your chakra imbalance. And if your chakra is imbalanced, you may not notice it until you start healing it. And it's as you're fine-tuning and working on your throat chakra to figure out what's going wrong and what you need to do differently, and so what's going to be right. You'll start having more confidence. Your ability to communicate with others will be easier and less stressful. Bumper sticker, you're driving.
Your driving opens my throat chakra.
I could probably sell a bunch of those.
Do it. You need that one.
Yeah.
You need that one.
All right, so note to self. Your driving opens my throat chakra. That is a good one.
Look for it on her Etsy store.
Yeah, that one's actually pretty good. That is a good one. Yes, as your throat chakra gets more in tune, and you find you're able to communicate better, not necessarily louder, but better. But you may find that you have more vivid dreams, or a better ability to recall your dreams. Because I know we've all had that super, super duper vivid dream, and we wake up at 3:00 in the morning. It's like, wow, that was a crazy dream. I should write that down. But you know what? I'm super tired, and I just want to go back to sleep, and I'll remember it, and I won't forget. And then you go to sleep, and you wake up in the next morning. And it's like, ooh, coffee time. I had this crazy dream last night, but I don't remember what it's about. You should have wrote it down. Just like here, we only go on break for like 3 minutes.
And I forget
There's
everything.
so much that is forgotten between the start of break and the end of break. Yeah. So, yeah. But anyways, as your fifth chakra becomes more open and in balance, yeah, you'll be more understanding of, what people are doing around you and what they're trying to say around you. So when your throat chakra is overactive, though, often you're going to be your own worst critic. So, sometimes being able just to recognize some of the signs that are associated with an overactive throat chakra is really, really important. You may be experiencing a lot of earaches, maybe some neck pain, the laryngitis, jaw problems, mouth sores, chronic sore throats. Maybe you have a cold all the time. You've got the COVID. The COVID means an over. Le couf is part of an overactive throat chakra. Why does this cat stink? Why do you stink?
Because it's your cat.
No, I feel like she should go give herself a bath or something. Go shed somewhere else. You smell bad. Portable tree. You have repetitive dreams. So dreams are not necessarily your throat chakra. It's the ability to recall them. Often means that your throat chakra is working well. Write them down. Write down your repetitive dreams. So journal. If you have the ability to have a notebook near your bed to journal your dreams, once you've got it written down, often you can look at the different meanings you might have from your dreams, because there's a lot of meaning in dreams. And if it's something you're having repetitive, there's going to be signs in there that you need to focus on to see what it is you maybe need to work on, or something you need to pay attention to that's happening in your daily life. Or maybe your spirit guide's saying, hey, dude, WTF.
Yeah, you've mentioned that before.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a sign from your guide that you should or should not be doing something, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So when your throat chakra is balanced, you have your communication is clear and concise. Maybe you don't mumble or trip over your words. And you've got no problems being honest, regardless of who you're with and what you're doing.
And repercussions.
Yeah, and the repercussions. That's a different issue. But when your throat chakra becomes overactive, the complete opposite happens. You have a hard time being honest. And, you have a hard time speaking. You may be speaking rudely or out of turn, perhaps maliciously. You're rude. You're a bully. Maybe you're bullying. Maybe you are being Karen. And that may be an indicator that your throat chakra does need some attention. If you're excessively critical of minute details and really channeling that inner Karen, yeah, you need to sit down and think about what you're doing. Because, the slightest, most innocent comment from someone should not strike you as intentionally rude. So if it is, you need to think about that. Why are you being so obsessively critical of those around you? If you're really, really negative about yourself or maybe others, especially to the point where it's like verbal abuse, maybe your throat chakra is out of balance and is overactive. If you are gossiping all the time, you just talk all the time. We all know that person at work who won't shut up. They're everywhere. And it may not be reflective of you. It may be something they cannot control. And maybe it's just that their chakra's out of whack.
Sorry, her name was Sharon, not Karen, though.
Yes. Excessively arrogant. If there's someone out there who's excessively arrogant or speaks to others with, incredible condescension, they may be dealing with an overactive chakra in their throat. And while you may want to throat punch them, that's not necessarily the best way to resolve the issue.
Chakra strike. Chakra
strike. You're funny.
Brent likes to sometimes say, sometimes you need to be realigned by punching yourself in your crotch chakra.
That is one way to realign things, yes. I don't know that would be the most effective or...
Well, okay, so Portable Tree says, what's the difference between speaking truth and being critical? Well, one is... Okay, so you also have to say... Is it malicious? Yeah, is it malicious? Can it be... Because speaking truth should not be offensive. Mm-hmm. Is it offensive? Now, with the political state of things right now, the answer is probably true. It is. Everything's offensive anymore. But being critical is an attack. You can speak truth without attacking somebody, but if you're being critical, you're criticizing or attacking. Mm-hmm. So that's the way I think of it. Being critical is an attack. Being truthful is not. It's just stating fact.
Yeah, there's, constructive criticism.
It's still criticism.
Yes, it's criticism, but there's often
Good
a
meaning
lesson.
to it.
Yeah, there's a lesson within it, and often the lesson is a positive statement that comes from the criticism. Now, excessive criticism is something else entirely. So, if you're with someone who loves to people watch all the time and is always ragging on everybody around them about how they dress, yeah, and maybe their speech. Yeah, let's just stick with how they dress. It's like, oh, that fashion trend is so 80s. Go back to the dry cleaner and get the right outfit, or what were you thinking, or you're just a Martian, or whatever it is. They're being excessively critical about someone's appearance. Maybe they need to be looking at their chakra just a little bit. We talked about that last week, actually. If you're excessively critical about someone's appearance, maybe it's your heart chakra that needs to be worked on.
Which is just below your throat, by the way.
So yeah, it's yeah. If there are people around you and they say something and you don't really agree with them, it's hard because people are very, very easily offended these days. But you can say, hey, that I'm just not comfortable with the way you're talking about people. You be straight up, be honest, and say, hey, I'm not okay with that. Sometimes it takes one person saying, I'm not okay with what you're doing, for everybody to stop and look at themselves and think, oh, maybe this isn't okay. Or the flip side of that, they may be more likely to attack you. If that happens, I'm sorry, and I gave you bad advice.
He also says, portable tree. I'm sorry, I'm assuming. People who misuse their place of power to voice opinion. Well, that's not... people with power, like, say, a manager, your supervisors, should never, ever criticize, because that is one way to lose a dedicated employee. Not only that, but it's bad business. I've been in that situation quite a few times, and I've looked at them. I'll be like in the public somewhere, we're at work with the public, and a boss has said something to me in front of someone. My opinion is if you want to talk to me about something serious, you take me in the office. If you do it on the floor, I'm opening up. There's going to be an issue, and it's going to be more than what you just told me it was.
Yeah, there's
Because you don't get to use that power like that. That's not how that power is meant to be used.
right.
You are supposed to take it in the office and discuss it. But that goes both ways. If you have an issue with them, you should pull them in the office as well. But I have an overactive throat chakra sometimes.
I worked with someone a while back who had a very active throat chakra, and there were times when the entire office would just stop and like, WTF is going on in there? It was not conducive to a healthy work environment for the rest of us. Granted, his throat chakra was definitely getting cleared out loudly. The rest of us were just definitely in the WTF world, wondering what on earth is going on and why is this happening, and wow, can we do something else now? So yeah, it's it's hard. It's hard. So
He Portable Tree says, "Thanks for answering the questions. I often think about this in everyday world with regards to chakras." And so, yeah, this is kind of like the powerful one. And this is the one that people always see. They may not comprehend it, but they always see it, or rather hear it, because we just talked about how giving voice to things gives it vibration, which echoes through the aether. and can create all kinds of havoc, or conversely, it could create, well-being. So
Yeah. Some of what we talk about really is up to your own personal interpretation, and this is just one viewpoint. And I do generally tell people do their own research. Yes.
I just remembered that day at Walmart. That guy got my throat chakra going. That was bad.
It's like going through the drive up. Ooh, hey, guess what? I'm going to come to that story after break because we're going to our last break, guys. So we'll see you guys in a few.
Sisters of the shining moon, heaven, earth, and sea, I call upon you in this hour, bring magic unto me. brothers, oh, the cauldron cries that singeth unto me the songs of Mother Goddess and the Father in the tree.
Hello, my lovelies. This is Paisley Wild, and we are adventuring into the spaces between, and we're on our last segment for this weekend. Next Friday, we will have Sindel and Judge with us, talking about mindfulness.
Sindel and Judge from Blooming Lotus.
Yes, Blooming Lotus Hypnotherapy.
Thank you.
And then on Saturday, we will talk about the third eye chakra. And then the following week, on Friday, we'll be talking about death rites.
Death rites?
R-I-T-E-S.
Yes,
not the right
I
to death.
understand.
And then we'll finish up the chakra series with the
corona.
with the crown chakra.
That's what I said.
So, and then for Halloween, talking about closing the portals, because it's more important to be able to close the portals than it is to open them, because
Whose portals are you talking about?
ghostly portals, haunted portals, energetic portals.
Paranormal portals?
Sure.
No.
They're not normal portals.
Paranormal portal is very normal.
You guys are abnormal.
Was there a name on the jar? Abby is someone. You gave me an Abby normal brain. Sorry.
You're so weird. Yeah, so portable tree, yes, you can ask as many questions as you want, and I will try to answer them as much as I can. Yes, Bomber, I will do some more singing bowl before we end for the evening. So,
Oh, yeah.
Titan. Portable tree asked a question. But I don't understand, or made a statement about something that, I don't know. I'll let Don look.
I'm not. So Portable Tree asked something about, or Set made a statement about asking too much stuff. The answer is no. And then Bomber was perfectly timed. And then Titan asked a question about, so it would seem that the throat chakra would be guided by another chakra, words, throat, are the first thoughts. Perhaps the mind needs work, then the throat chakra, then the throat will follow.
So your throat chakra is often your seat of your emotions, or that's where it's considered to be. So the seat of your emotions. So your emotional response to a situation is going to be coming basically from the throat. Whatever, what are you've been doing. You may just need to realign your emotional responses to a situation. So, if you're finding yourself highly emotional, maybe, so like for me, example, if I am angry about something, I cry. It's frustrating as all get out, because most people look at you, it's like, you're crying. Why are you crying? Why are you sad? It's like, I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm so angry. I want to rip your throat out, and I can't.
I want to borrow your chakra.
I'm going to bite the crap out of your chakras. So...
Kind of like Kevin Swayze in Roadhouse.
Exactly. If you...
Patrick Swayze. It's like Kevin Swayze.
You did say Kevin Swayze, and I just rolled with it because you were just very confident in your statement.
Yeah, I was perfect in my statement. I knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yep.
I just said the wrong name.
Yeah. That emotional response to a situation, whether it's anger or fear or joy, laughter, whatever it is, that it's that emotional response is coming from your throat chakra. And often your emotional response will overwhelm your logic response, because logic will say, I'm in a scary situation and it's a fight or flight situation and I don't have control over what's going on, so I should go away, I should run. But your fear, which is your emotion, says, oh no, it's a flight or fight situation and I don't know what to do, so I'm going to sit here and I'm going to just not go anywhere and I'm stuck. And I might scream. So that doesn't really help anything, because that emotional response has overridden your logic. So Mini-Me, for instance, on a Sunday, this last Sunday, she was trying to climb up onto her bunk bed, and she saw a little bitty bug, panicked, came down off the bunk bed wrong, slammed her hand into the dresser, and gave herself just a banging awesome bruise and tried to break her hand. So her logic should have been, hey, it's a bug, I should move the bug or I should ignore the bug. Her fear kicked in, and probably she's 6, that's why the fear kicked in so bad. And she basically fell off her top bunk and tried to break her hand. So, what is it that fear is causing you to do? Or what is anger causing you to do? Or envy.
Right.
Or greed,
Portable Tree says, I think Titan may be asking if there is a flow-on response. Fix the crown, fixes the throat, which fixes the heart. It's called a realignment.
Yeah, so
it's called realigning the chakras.
get your selenite and you just go down, realign your chakras. You go back up, realign your chakras. You set your intent. So yes, selenite would help with that. So would pretty much any energetic wand or athame. Or you can go to a Reiki worker, a Reiki practitioner. Honestly, even your chiropractor can help with your...
Honestly, if your best bet is not just to work on one, but to realign all at the same time. It's like going to the shop and getting one brake disc replaced when you need 2,
or
front
4.
or back. Yeah, on the pickup it's 4. God, that's expensive. Anyhow, or getting one tire because you're all 4 of them are bald. You just do the whole thing right there. It's just the quickest, easiest, fastest way to do it. It may cost you a little extra time, a few extra bucks, but you're better for it in the long run.
Exactly. The long-term health of your vehicle is better if you get all 4 done at the same time. So.
Okay, I got to ask Justin if he knows. Ben Shapiro made a statement about a guy who makes love to an octopus, because apparently Farm and Justin have the dolphin thing under control. Maybe they know about a guy who makes love to the octopus. Anyhow.
All right. So Titan asks the question.
Titan, I would start at the root.
Yep. Start with your root. Ground yourself. What is it that you need to do to help yourself ground?
Oh, this is actually something he mentioned earlier in response to something that Bomber asked about realigning and where to
so
start.
Where do you start? You start with your root. So think of it as you're building a house.
Yeah, you got to have the firm foundation.
You can't put a roof on before you've got the foundation laid. I suppose you could, but it's not going to be a very tall house. It'll be like that. It's a little short house. It's only a roof.
Don't forget to lay the pipe first.
The groundwork, the earthwork, the foundation, all of that, the basic. What are you building upon? And Bomber asks, how do we address all of our chakras at once on our own without having to see someone about it? Meditation, journaling, and start with grounding. So often what I would do... so I'm laughing because Titan asked a question and Chris is saying, oh, you've used about 2 months worth of questions now. No, that's okay. So what I would do if you're trying to work on, sorting out your chakras and getting them aligned so the energy is flowing well, first off, do a deep cleansing shower. Go, set your intention, take your shower. you're scrubbing away all your negativity and opening yourself up to, the possibilities that could happen. Post shower. Don't get super comfortable. Just park yourself somewhere on the floor because it's easiest that way. If you have mobility or stability issues, put your back against the wall. And, close your eyes and visualize that your root is going from your tailbone, basically, into the ground. You're spreading your roots down into the earth. You're releasing your negative energy, and all that negative energy is flowing down. And then you're pulling up the good energy, through your root into your chakras, and keep visualizing that energetic movement. And look at your chakras. If in your mind's eye, is everything aligned? Is everything where it should be? Whatever the color associated with your different chakras is or might be, is it where it needs to be? Is it shining correctly? Is it centered, within your physical body? And move up, starting with your root and going up through all 7 to your crown. So, and it's not going to be an easy overnight practice. It's just not.
Well, even if you go to see someone, it's not going to be an overnight thing.
No. Most energy healers or Reiki healers are going to give you 2 or 3 sessions, at least, to get something fixed. What I would journal what you're doing, what your intention is. I would journal what you do, and I would journal the results. And I would do rinse and repeat and seeing what's happening, because you can see the trend of what you're accomplishing and what you're doing as you journal, and what you've achieved. Because by golly, if you're able to sit there and do that repeatedly, that same process over and over again, you're going to see emotional growth within yourself, energetic growth within yourself, and peace within yourself as your chakras are aligned and you're more in tune with that energy.
No, Justin, I didn't misunderstand, because 5 other people heard the same thing I did.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go barefoot in the dirt.
Yep.
That's very, very
Paisley
grounding.
always talks about walking around outside barefoot and such, and Portable mentioned it as well.
Yep. I go outside barefoot on a really regular basis right now.
Sam is a Reiki healer.
Sam is a Reiki healer.
And Reiki healers, and Portable just reminded, can send distant healing. So Sam was on the show last night. So
Yes. Hold on, I gotta go back to that page because my cheat sheet. So you can send Sam an email. Hold on. You can go to his website too. Sam's Apothecary.
And what was the one? What's his main site? I totally forgot what he said last night. I was so dang tired when I got here, though.
Oh, let's see. Contacts.
Justin didn't need to know that.
Okay, well, Dustin is apparently out being...
Justin.
Yeah, I said Justin is out being skyclad. So if that's your gig, knock yourself out, man.
Which brings back a conversation on the portal tonight.
I was doing other things, so I did not hear you.
You were looking for Sam's...
No.
Gosh, dang it. I forgot what his website's
So
called.
Sam at trulymystical.live
That's right.
is, I think that's it. Here's his website. So trulymystical.live. And you can get in touch with him there and to see what, how he could help. And, yep, I think it's a good thing. Send him an email, send him a message. And,
No, Bomber. No. No, Bomber.
okay. It's not that kind of show, guys.
No, I was talking about Justin.
Yeah, I know. It's like I said, it's not that kind of show.
Oh, boy.
Don't be afraid to use incense
Yeah.
Incense is good, or essential oils and sprays. Those are good to help find that grounding or those energetic properties that you're looking for. Um, let's see. And exercise sadly is a really good way to help your chakras, getting them aligned. So that yoga,
Well, just stretching.
stretching,
Just getting down
Tai
and
Chi.
stretching. Tai Chi, yeah. Energy flow, yeah. The chi.
Aromatherapy is good for you. Sound therapy is good for you.
Especially when the bowls are tuned to chakras.
And generally, if you're using chakra bowls, they will be tuned accordingly. The root through your crown does not go A through G. It bounces around a little bit, so just be aware. Plant medicines, yeah, those are a big deal. Plants in general. If you've got access to a greenhouse, go spend some time in the greenhouse, or a garden center, or park, or go outside and be in the wilds. Go wild with Bigfoot. Maybe not skyclad, but just
Hey, look, it's Bigfoot. Look, it's Tiny Weenie. Sorry. I
geez,
apologize.
children. All right, so just spend some time with the plant life around you. Where I work, we've got a Schefflera.
A what?
Schefflera, or umbrella tree plant.
Uh-huh.
It is
I know
about
that.
17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And the branches have grown up, or the tree's grown up and around, and it is about 30 feet long. One branch is 2/3 of the way up the building, and the other branch goes all the way to the back of the building and circles around. And the energy from that tree, oh my stars, is fantastic. And so you'll know that you're in a happy place with lots of plants if your plants are sprouting new shoots and growing and having a good time. So yeah.
And in some people's case, budding.
Yeah. So yeah. Plants are good for you. Have plants in your house. They bring good energy into your home. And they help cleanse your air. So
Because they eat CO2 and puke out oxygen.
Yep. And some of that stuff that we've got going in the world today, we need all the oxygen we can get.
Some more than others.
Right. Exercise your vocal cords. Sing in the shower. Sing in the car. A lot of people sing in the car. If you are off key, it doesn't matter. Just roll your windows up before you sing. Enjoy it. And mini-me, sent her upstairs to put her, get dressed. Like, she's in her pajamas. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. It's like, go get dressed. 2 hours later, she's finally dressed, but she spent an hour and a half up there singing into her karaoke machine, having a good time. So, whatever it is that you need to do to help express yourself vocally and emotionally is good for you. It just is good for you. Let's see. I want to make sure I've gotten all the little boxes checked here. I think that was all of it. Yeah. If you get TMI, that may be a side effect of your throat chakra being upset. So, and if you're getting a crick in your neck when you're sleeping, maybe it's not the pillow. Maybe your chakra's not aligned. So, what is it you need to do to fix that? Sometimes it's getting a new pillow. Sometimes it's just figuring out what the blockage is and getting rid of it. And sometimes if you've got, the blockages, like writer's block or the creativity block, get a color book. Just color in the pages. That'll help get the the energy flowing, the creativity flowing, or word puzzles if it's a writer's block or something like that. You know, whatever it is going to help you get that energy flowing. Because often it's really truly baby steps to get. I mean, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You don't have to rush through this. And honestly, the lessons will stick better, and the healing will last longer if you take your time. Just like if you go on a diet, for instance, and you want to lose 40 pounds. Okay, cool. How long did it take for you to gain those 40 pounds? It's going to take about that long to lose that same amount of weight in a healthy way. I say about because their results may vary, but you want to be healthy about your change of habit, your change of lifestyle, and what it is that you're trying to achieve. So, let's see. Just checking the chats, making sure I'm not missing anything. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the throat chakra there, Mr. Don, besides yelling at traffic?
Oh, I was going to say I shouldn't be allowed to use mine. I really don't have much to say on that. I really don't.
Okay.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if that's the seed of emotion, then I must not have a larynx, because the only emotion I have is you've seen Inside Out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Anger.
You're Mr. Anger?
Yes, but I contain it well until I just can't anymore.
So you're the dad at the end of the show, and they're all
Yes.
all Mr. Angers in different shirts.
Deploy the foot. Foot deployed successfully, sir. No, I'm a pretty easy guy to get along with. But when I get upset, that's pretty much it. I was so mad during the portal tonight.
Why?
But I handled it pretty well.
Okay. Did you have a good cry?
No.
Because sometimes, a good cry can sometimes help, fix a blockage.
That's no. But I mean, that's the thing, though. Is my point is that I held my tongue pretty well.
Okay.
So, the point is that I'm pretty good at throttling down that kind of thing.
I see what you did there. So, yeah, whatever it is that you need to do, work through and release those negative emotions, guilt, hurt, resentment, and just letting those go. Yes, having a good cry can sometimes help alleviate some of the blockages that you might have in your throat chakra. This is for the guys too. Sometimes you just got to let it out. Mindful speech, action, and deeds can help you maintain that throat chakra balance. So talk openly, honestly with the people around you on a regular basis. Meditation is really good for you in general, and integrate the blue into your life because blue helps calm emotional upheaval. So maybe add some blue flowers in your world, into your decor.
I'm actually branching out. I'm adding blue jeans to my wardrobe.
Oh, look at you go!
Woohoo.
You rocking the boat, you. So yeah, whatever it is, blue colored flowers, a blue decor, blue pillows, blue blankets, blue scarf. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're moving into winter. Scarves and hats are going to be a big deal. Whatever it is, that'll help you, calm yourself so you can move on. So on that note, I'm going to finish off with a singing bowl, because why not? It's an awesome bowl, and Bomber missed it earlier. So merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. And I'll see, if I don't see you tomorrow during the conference on Talking Pagan, I'll see you next Friday, and we're going to be talking about mindfulness. So, yes. Good night, all.
O Lord, within the sun, as we will, so mote it be, the spell forever done.